There are a lot of quit your job and start a business, or I quit my job and started a business videos on the internet. And if you think that you have seen enough, let me tell you, you haven't. So I am here with my story. It's a little different. I don't know, maybe not, but I'm not going to be romantic about it. I'm just going to make this video to share this part of my life, this journey, the current phase of my life. And if someone's here and you resonate, then it's a good journey to be on. So in April, I quit my job. 1st of April, I put the papers. And by 17th of April, I was done. 5th of April, my dog, Blue, who's a husky, a blue eyed Siberian, fully white husky, he was rescued by my family, mostly my sister, and we got him home on 5th. And it's just so crazy because everything happened so fast. I have honestly, I now look back and that's why I'm recording this video so I do not forget that time. April was an extremely difficult month for me, to be very honest, because um, there are some special days that come in April, a few very important birthdays. Um, when I quit my job, of course, it wasn't an easy decision. Um, I had to get on a lot of difficult calls. I had to let my team know because I love them so much. And it was a very difficult decision because just a couple of months before, two of my other friends had left, and we were very tight. All of us were very tight as a whole team. And I just knew that they were going to be sad. I was supposed to do my serve 30 days of notice period, but that was cut short. And on 15th, I was asked to kind of leave in 2 days and just wrap things up. And I was taking a lot of these calls from the hospital because when we adopted Blue, he came with a lot of health issues. He had two different variants of tick fever. He had kidney liver problems. He was massively underweight. I don't know who was taking care of him because clearly they were not doing their job. Our our feeling is that maybe he was kind of taken in by the breeders, and perhaps for some reason they did not want to keep him back with them, so they just left him on the road. And of course, he had a lot of anxiety issues. He had food aggression and so much, right? And he fell massively ill at one point of time, and he could not be kept at home because he was unable to get up. He was unable to eat, and it was so traumatic. That poor boy, he got the doctors home. He was on drip, and I'm frankly very bad with all these things. I am, I have a weak heart. You see that small little boy who was 8 months at that point of time. He's grown in size, but he's a baby. He's an 8-month-old baby. It was just really heartbreaking. Then we finally got him to a hospital, and he was there for many, many days, almost like 7, 8 days. The bills were massive. I was working from nearby hospital cafes to ensure that I am someone or the other kept visiting him from time to time. And between that, I was just not sure what's going to happen. Is he going to survive? Because there were a few reports that were very horrible. I did not know about my finances. I did not know what I'm going to do next. I mean, I thought that I'm not going to go back to another job. I want to do something of my own, but I just did not have the mind space to really put my head and heart into it. And everything was looking very, very, very dull, very horrible, very scary, very uncertain. I was very helpless. After a long time, I just felt like money was just evaporating, and nothing was really coming in. But thankfully, I was patient. God was very kind, and things slowly worked out. I decided that I want to do something of my own, and I don't want to go back to a job. I wanted to take that leap of faith, and not just me. My partner was very supportive. My friends, when I told them, they asked me a bunch of questions, and I was able to answer them. They had their own kind of suggestions and everything. I spoke to different kinds of friends, friends who were in a job already, friends who had already taken the plunge and what they feel and what I need to take care of. Of course, my parents, my family, I told them that I want to do something of my own, but I can definitely take care of the our fixed expenses and the rent and everything, whatever I do. But anything beyond that, at least for the next few months, I can't take care of because I really don't know what is the next thing that I'm properly going to do. I don't have any clients yet. I don't have any projects yet. But I know that I will make something happen. But then, after a point of time, I just felt that rush of energy in my heart, in my soul. And I was like, I want to make this work. And I just went with it. I started to just figure out what exactly I want to position myself in. I wanted to name my business something. So I went around and searched multiple websites, tried to come up with words that mattered to me, and mixed and matched two words together and put in a lot of options. Went around looking on the internet. Are there other companies named with these? Are the domains available? What does it sound like? Can it sound different? Can people mess it up? And finally, and I landed on Humanize, and I wanted the name to look different as well, look unique as well, which is why I put the words YOU. Then the next part was figuring out the look and feel. I am a marketing person, so I wanted it to look very stylish. What do you call that? Turquoise is my favorite color. It makes me feel very calm. I'm also an Aquarian, so blue shades of blue is what I really like. And so I wanted it to be some kind of a gradientish shade. So I'll show you what my current logo looks like. I think I can change it here, so you can take a look. This is what the current logo looks like. If you see that, it's there are two different colors. I've highlighted the U over here, to and I've just put in something together and I spent a bit of time to design this logo. And then finally I went and I purchased, I was thinking, do I need to have a website? Do I not need to have a website? And how much time will it take for me to build a website and put it up professionally? And thankfully nowadays things have changed. Earlier, I have built websites using WordPress. After a point of time, it gets very irritating. The UI UX is not the best. I've built websites using Wix also. I really like the drag and drop. This time I used Hostinger. They have an AI, and I used that AI, but I did everything on my own. Whatever the AI suggested was okay, but it was not to my taste. So I put my head and heart and every energy, every ounce of my body together, and I wrote content, I designed the website, I put everything. I got an email ID and configured it, and it was just so liberating. At that point of time I was in a lot of pain emotionally, um, and everything was looking very dark and dim, and I just did not know what to do. But I knew it in my heart that there are people who are banking on me. This new boy who came into our life is looking up to us to do something, and if he's fighting, and he was really fighting, then this is the least I can do to show him that he has landed in the right family and that I can also fight for him. And thankfully, my friends and family are so supportive. My partner is extremely supportive, and we just went for it. And in a matter of time, the website was ready. I started to outreach. I started to just put things together and started to put all my head and heart towards the upcoming few months, and that's how it started. That's how I quit my job, I rescued a dog, and I started a business. I knew that this time I wanted to start um, a solo founding business. This is an idea that my mother gave me one of these times when I was almost signing the dotted line again with another person, but it fell through. I went and told her, I don't know what's happening, mom. I don't know what to do next. And I just want to do something, but I'm not sure what to do. And then she said, Beta, the word co is a problem. Why don't you remove the word co and just become a founder? These golden nuggets parents sometimes give. And I was like, this sounds great. I think I should do it. And that stayed in my head. Another thing that also happened was when I was not very happy with my job, and a lot of things were happening that was not to my liking. My partner said that if I was you, I would quit and I would just do things on my own. And she said that, I don't know why you are so hesitant, but I know that you can do it. And when I just heard someone put their faith in me, I just felt like I, I got to take that gamble on myself. I have to have faith on myself. And let's try this. Let's do this again. So this is me just putting myself out there. YouTube has again changed my life in multiple ways in the past, and I feel like I want to slowly start documenting my journey. I'm also making a few reels here and there on Instagram, but I'm a more long term kind of a long form and long term kind of a person. I like listening to people with long form content, and that's what I'm also trying to create. And I'm also trying to do this more for myself, so I remember these moments, these milestone worthy moments. And if at any point of time I feel like things are not working out in the way I want it to work out, I can come back and I can give that ounce of courage back to myself. To so this is basically my past self speaking to my future self. In that mix, if you are there, and if you also get that courage and that energy, that's a wonderful thing. Let me know in the comments if you are building something. Which stage are you in, and what are your struggles? I also write a newsletter with all of these stories and other things. You can please feel free to subscribe. I'm very active on LinkedIn as well. You can go ahead and DM me. There's my favorite platform at the moment. And thank you so much for listening to me again. Until next time.